Ready?
Ready.
She's ready. Okay. This week, I'm joined by the brilliant and brilliantly Welsh Rhys from the hit TikTok star Rhys Doing Things. This creator is behind some of the internet's funniest and most chaotic sketches, whether he's playing a no-nonsense school teacher, your nosy Welsh nan, or a chaotic mum who's had enough. Rhys is capturing the hearts and FYPs with content that feels hilariously close to home. Everyone, please welcome Rhys Doing Things.
Hiya, love. That was so nice of him to say. I was like, oh, that was actually really nice. What a lovely intro. I feel like a bloody film star.
You are a star. Honestly, you are a star. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on Cocktails with James. I really do appreciate it. And honestly, I wanted to grab you before everyone else wanted you. And it's going to happen so soon. I know it is. I can't wait. How has your week been in one sentence?
One sentence. Absolutely smashing. That was more of a phrase, not a sentence, but
it was,
a statement, actually, than a sentence. But absolutely smashing, can't complain.
A statement. Because I could be wrong, my math is always terrible. However, you have gone from like 30,000 to 45,000 followers in a week.
In a week?
I think it's been a week.
Right.
And I watch your numbers because, like I said to you, I find it fascinating. I really love watching it. But obviously, you might not be, but I love watching your numbers just rising every single time.
Yes, check. I do watch it, but like, I don't like take too much notice of it either because I try to be, how can I explain that? I think with TikTok, right, I think it's your engagement and the community that keep coming back to watch your content more than the followers, I think. Because I think the followers come later.
That's very true. And you're both, but it's all doing very well. You're on like 500,000 views, some of your videos, some are probably close to millions now. It's crazy.
I know. I done one the other day, right? And all I did, I unpacked like sauces. I went to Iceland, right? Iceland Food Warehouse, shout out Iceland. Went down there and picked up like £25 worth of condiments, right? Because I am a massive slut for sauce. I need to be dipping, right? At all times with my food. So all I did was unpack the food and I've had like 500,000 views on it. I'm like, for what have I done realistically? Mad.
But that's the content that always does so well. But also the TikTok you made where you literally were tasting the sauces.
Yes, that was the same as well. You know what?
And you influenced me.
What did you buy?
Oh my God, what was it? I went to Home Bargains actually. I bought that Perry mayonnaise, that Perry tomato sauce from Nando's. And just to let you know, I worked in Nando's for 5 years, so I know all the ins and outs of Nando's. So that sauce is banging.
Right.
And what was it? The garlic Hellmann's.
Oh my God, it's stunning.
So good.
There was something came over my body. It was just like, do you know, like Raven when she has like a vision.
A vision.
That's what it was like when I first put that in my gob.
You were like, I can see the future.
That's what I was like. I was like, and it's looking bright.
Well, it very much is looking bright. I want to talk about your characters. Which one of your characters that you've currently played? So we've got who we've got so far? We've got Nan, we've got Mum, we've got
teacher.
Nan, Mum, teacher.
Yeah. And I've got more up my sleeve ready to go.
And you've got more up your sleeve. Okay, so the ones that you've already posted, which one would survive being cancelled on social media?
Survive? Ooh,
yeah, so like, say they did something so outrageous, they were like, oh well. A bit like a Jeffree Star moment, just keeps coming back.
The mother, 100%. I think the mothers can say what they want and get away with it. Oh, actually, maybe the teacher, because I think teachers can be absolutely brutal. They're just like, oh, she was a bitch, but get over it. Because that is actually based off a real person.
I know, because the comments were like, oh my God, this is so-and-so from this school. Obviously,
I know.
I'm in your school.
I know. Yeah, it is based off a real person. And do you know what? People think I do it. Like, I've done it for years. I know it sounds stupid, but like, people who know me, like, locally or people we went to school with and stuff, I've always done the impression of her. Like forever, even since we were in school. But people think I'm taking the piss out of her, but I absolutely admire her because I think she was so funny. It's an admiration thing. It's not like a piss take thing. I thought she was absolutely class. Absolutely class.
But you can see that in like your sketches, like how much you admired her with how it comes across. I don't think it's nasty or brutal.
No, it's not.
And
it was just the way she was.
And has she reached out?
No, I don't think she would either.
No, you don't think she would? Is she still alive?
Yes, she is. I don't think she would. She's a really funny character. Like I see now once out and about, like a year or two after I finished school, and she's very just like walk past type of thing. She's gone. It's all that type of thing. But like, and I love that because she's just like, yeah, I'm the bitch. Get over it.
Yeah.
She's really just like, yeah, whatever. They love it. Like she like disassociates herself, I think, outside of work, and I don't blame her.
Well, one day when you have your own TV show and that is an iconic sketch of yours, that you will be knocking on the door for a check, probably.
You're so right. She probably will.
She probably will. Yeah. And last but not least, since you are a condiment queen, let's go into what would be your favorite comfort drink or snack when you're not doing things?
Snack. Now, I really, really love chili heatwave Doritos, the red
Stop, yeah.
packet. Absolutely love them. I haven't never found, right, a packet of crisps that I've hated. I'm
Really?
obsessed with crisps, my ultimate snack. And I also really enjoy, this is really underrated, right? But
Go on.
a Kit Kat Chunky is my favourite chocolate bar.
It's so good. I love a Kit Kat Chunky.
And you know, I want a tattoo of a Kit Kat Chunky in a jockstrap. That's what I want.
So the Kit Kat Chunky in a jock strap.
Yeah, wearing it.
Can we make this happen?
We can.
How?
We just get a tattoo tomorrow morning.
See, now that would be the best thing ever. Going to a tattoo shop as Nan or Mum, getting that tattooed.
Can you imagine?
I can imagine, and I want that. Please, can that happen? I will come 2 hours to you to be the cameraman.
You can
Whatever
film
needs
it
to
for
be
me.
done, I will film it for you because honestly, that would send shockwaves through social media. I was saying to Rhys before we started recording how much of a fangirl I am of him, and now everything he's saying, I just think is hysterical, and it's just him. Like I could not if you and I were working together, we would be separated 100% because I would just be infatuated with everything you do.
We'd never get anything done.
We would never get anything done.
I was like with an old colleague of mine. We were all day like proper, like laughing, giggling, and we'd bounce off each other. 'Cause she was mad, I was mad, and that's just what we were like. And there was many, many times we had to say, they like, you know, tone it down, please. You know, calm down, you both. And we just like we just way off together. We were.
Oh, I've had that. There was a time in one of my old jobs where we were having this inappropriate conversation in front of this like very much middle-aged co-worker, and she literally went and put in a complaint into HR, and we had a huge sit down about how inappropriate our conversation was. We're talking sex, intercourse, the ins and outs of being bottoms and top, everything you could possibly think of. But like when you're with those type of people, there is no filter.
No, I love that though, and
that.
I'm very no filter type of person. I can't be asked to be around anybody who's a bit square, because me and my friends are not square. I got a very small group of friends, right? It's probably like
Same.
Like very small, but we I think we're so used to each other, and we know everything about each other. It's just nothing. It doesn't need to be a filter anyway, because none of us got one, and we just go into those conversations in and out all day, every day. And I forget sometimes that not everyone is like that with their friends.
Yes, and that's very true. But then it's so boring, isn't it, to not be like that? To not be like you would be so boring. Could you imagine? I mean?
No point, is there? Just give up
I'm
now.
happy you've entered. No, but I'm happy you've entered our lives.
Cheers, check.
In so many places. But that's a nice little segue onto how did you start TikTok and why?
Right. So I wanted to start TikTok about 6 years ago, and I never done it because I was scared. I don't like being on camera. I know it sounds stupid. I really don't like it. I really hate it. I'm not even lying.
Let's rewind that back a minute. I don't like being on camera, and the first video I see of Rhys doing things is literally, I'm Rhys doing things, and we're shopping in Aldi, filming himself in a supermarket. Doesn't like being on camera because he's filming in Aldi.
I know it's not that people like watching me and stuff like that. I just don't like seeing myself. I think only like the last couple of weeks I've got used to TikTok, I think, of seeing myself on camera. Because when I first started, which was middle of January, end of January, something like that.
Yes, yeah.
I deleted loads of videos. I put loads of videos up and I deleted loads. I was like, oh my God, I can't do it. I hate it. And I was really scared of having like hate comments because I was waiting for it. I was just waiting for it. Like, yeah, you have a few. But now, the thing is, I thought it was quite funny because I don't care in real life what people think of me. And I'm definitely not going to give a fuck what someone thinks about me on the internet. I'll tell you that.
It's always a profile that is user 15876 with a blank profile, giving some shit. I get it all the time on my appearance, whether it's a hair transplant or my height or body or whatever. Like I always get, like I say it all the time, it's always like an odd comment here and there, but it's always about the same thing. And I just think, well, if you're going to judge how I look, please make your profile unblank. And I'll judge you.
Drop a fucking photo and let's see what the audience has to say about it.
Yes, please and thank you.
I was always a reform voter as well, just saying.
No, 100%. And all the other people who think, yes, the trans rights are not rights.
Literally. Same uniform, different flavour, every time.
100%. I will let you know what it is though. The thing that gets me is, you know I've had a hair transplant, right?
Yeah.
So before that I used to wear wigs.
Yeah.
Or toupees, which was never a problem. I just never wanted to air it out because not that it was embarrassing. It was very personal.
Yeah, it is.
So personal to the point where if ever I was with a guy getting a bit intimate, they go to touch the back of my head and I'd be like,
The fuck
no,
is
that's
that?
triggering.
Fuck is that
I'm
shit?
like, that's triggering. That's
Oh my
triggering.
God, I love it. It's like, I
And
would
they'd
just do
stop.
that.
He'd stop. So they just,
Oh.
so to talk about the transplant is great, but then I get comments where it's like, someone said the other day, "Have you got the receipt for your transplant?" Isn't that really
The
funny?
thing is, though, like it's stupid at the same time because everybody knows it doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, well, I am 6 months in. Don't get me wrong. I have emailed the company since and said, just want you to check that this is growing the right way because I am concerned. Based off that comment, it did get to me a little bit. I was like,
You
this
do
is the
think
picture. I
about
was
it,
like,
you know.
you do, and I know I'm bold. Like to have a headline that wasn't here 6 months ago. I'm here for it, but I don't need to
Yeah,
comment saying, it looks like shit. Go somewhere else.
yeah,
And how are you balancing it now with life, working, your health, and everything else in between? Obviously, you've got a partner.
yeah,
How are you just handling it all? Because the more you grow, the more you're gonna probably just want to make more videos.
yeah. So we actually talked about this earlier because I think I'm going to start putting time away on a Sunday to plan out my week. I know, like, so inside a secret.
Go on.
TikTok for me was
Excited.
never the full vision, right? I wanted to do TikTok anyway, but it's never the full vision. My full vision is YouTube.
Like skits on YouTube, like for
No,
long for.
completely different content. So well, not completely different, I should say, but I made the name Rhys Doing Things for YouTube, not TikTok. So I'm saving it for a little camera. I kind of got the money there already now. Thank you, TikTok. I got to use that money.
Amazing.
And I wanted this like specific camera, the kit, the mic and everything, right? So I'm playing on Rhys Doing Things. So the point is me doing different things.
Doing things.
So I'm going to go and stay in 1-star shitty hotels. I'm going traveling abroad on my own. I'm going camping on my own, just doing all these funny things I know I just be a nightmare in. I put myself into nightmare situations. I want to stay in a haunted hotel for a night, that type of thing, but do things on my own, this type of thing. So this is the vision. I always wanted to do YouTube. And I'm still doing TikTok with it because TikTok, as I said, you don't need to put so much into TikTok.
No.
You can just you can do a video 5 minutes if you really wanted to. So I'm still going to be doing that, but YouTube is where I want to go, like the future.
Wish I started TikTok ages ago, and the only reason I started TikTok was because I did a reality television show.
Oh, what did you do?
It was on Channel 4 called Rise and Fall with Greg
Right.
James. Don't know if you've heard of it. It was
Oh.
made straight after the season 1 of The Traitors, and Channel 4 wanted to jump on the
Ah.
success, so it was made by the same company of The Traitors.
Got you.
And I literally, for like 30 seconds, I was putting on a tiger face mask. And cause I've always loved skincare, but I thought, fuck, my skin's dry. I don't know what else to do. Put on a tiger skin mask, a face mask. And then people who were watching the show started messaging me on Instagram going, oh, what's your skincare routine? Like, I love your skin's amazing. So I thought, oh, fuck yeah, I'll just put out a routine. And then that's when I started to grow faster than I am now.
That's amazing.
And that was wild. That's sort of where that sort of started. So
Yeah.
that's why I started doing TikTok. But I wish I started ages ago because I've always loved doing stupid shit like this. Can you
Do you
sing?
know what I mean? Yeah, kind of.
Yes, you can. Because you go, well, I can't sing for shit. But you always do this thing where you're like, or whatever you do, and I just think, fuck's sake,
I break into songs
what can't
so
he do?
much. I break into songs so much. My boyfriend's like, oh, fuck, will just shut up? Because I'll sit there, like, we watching TV and it's so annoying. But sometimes I'll just sing at the TV when something's on. But really ridiculous, like Christina, do you know what I mean? And it's so
Yes, I know what you mean.
annoying. And he's like, just shut up. Like,
So talking of the boy, is there ever going to be a time where he comes into the mix of being on camera?
possibly. He's not very on camera type of person. But you know what's funny? He's amazing on camera and talking.
Is he?
Oh my God, he's so good. He's really articulate in the way he speaks. He's really professional and mature. We complete chalk and cheese, right? He's very professional, level-headed, come across really mature person. I'm complete opposite. We
That's
are
good.
complete chalk and cheese. It's hilarious.
It could literally be Rhys and Co doing things.
Yeah, it really could. But yeah, I don't know whether he'd score on TikTok. I don't know. You hear in his voice
YouTube?
sometimes. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like YouTube's even a bit more personal because I feel like you kind of with YouTube, I feel like you're going on there to watch them for a reason type of thing. With TikTok, it kind of just
That's
comes up scrolling past. You're going on there for a reason. But I don't know. Maybe in the future, I'm not sure. But it's not really his type of thing.
And how has he responded to everything you're doing now?
He loves it. He's really supportive, actually. He films most of my stuff.
That's good. See, that's really good.
Yeah, in public as well. Sometimes he's like, I can't film you in there. Because I'm much less likely to get embarrassed in public. I don't care. Like, we went to B&M's I was dancing up and down the aisles. We weren't filming nothing. I was just dancing up and down the aisles. And he's like, oh.
That's you though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is just literally me. It's what I'm like.
And that's nice.
Yeah, but yeah, he's really, really supportive.
But what are you going to do when you got to walk a red carpet one day, which you will be? I know I'm throwing all these things out at you, but I just don't know. And someone asks you all these questions and you're like, he might not be with you. How are you going to cope?
Do you know what's the most scariest thing about that for me? Walking down the red carpet. I'm so awkward. I wouldn't know what to do with my hands. I need to hold something. That's my biggest worry. I know, but that's my biggest worry. I'm going to walk down the red carpet with a fucking Lilo in my hand.
Lilo.
Just something like a blow up bed. Like, I need something because I feel really awkward. I'm just like, honestly, I am such a little gremlin. That's how I describe myself. I'm a goblin.
How tall are you?
5'6".
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm so short.
Are you 5'6"?
Yeah. Out of interest, what did you think? How tall do you think I was?
How tall did I think you was?
Yeah.
This is a question I haven't really thought of until right now. But if I didn't know, I probably would have said maybe 5'9".
Is it? Do you think I look taller than 5'6"? Yeah.
I think you look taller than 5'6".
I'm literally 5 foot fuck all.
But now that you've said that, and you've done videos where you sat in a chair.
That's true.
I get that.
To be fair, I haven't got many of my full body, actually.
No.
Many videos, that makes sense.
Whenever you've got things where you've got an angle, it's more down on the kitchen counter where you're eating the sauces, so it obviously makes you look a little bit bigger.
That is true.
I get that though. People are like, oh my God, you're so much taller than you were in real life.
Yeah.
Than
How
on
tall
socials.
are you?
6'4".
Fuck me. See, I would have said maybe 6 foot. 6'4" is tall.
Yeah, it's only ever if I do a video where I walk through a door, people are like, oh my God, I didn't realize how tall you were, because I'm brushing every door frame. So I'm going to give you rapid fire character scenarios. First and foremost, could you please be your school teacher at a parents' evening after 3 bottles of wine?
Right. Let me tell you something about your daughter. Bit of a chatterbox, if I may say so myself. Very, very big disturbance to my class. And between you and me, I can't fucking stand her.
Oh my God, I literally have just... That was amazing.
I didn't know where I was going with that.
That was so good. You switched it up like that.
Oh God, that's a tryer.
You're a talented man.
Yes, babe.
Talented man. Okay. Next one. So I want you to imagine that you as Nan is in a relationship.
Yeah.
And she would like to end things with her current situationship.
Okay. I'm trying to think what the character I called the granddad. Di. Right. I called him Di.
Okay. Nan is breaking up with Di.
Right. Look, you, Di. I gotta say something, love. You're really not doing it for me downstairs. And I think we should break up. Because let me tell you something, my darling. I've had better than that. And I was in the war. Oh my God. I didn't know where the fuck I was going with that.
Oh my God, Rhys, this is so good. You're killing me. Honestly, off the cuff.
I know. Off the cuff is all. Folks just know where I'm going with it. I film stuff. Yeah. I film stuff, right? I'll film 5 words. And I'll go, what am I on about again? And my boyfriend just prompted me because I haven't got a fucking clue what's going on.
I can imagine that when you did the skit when you were driving.
Oh my God. We drove around for half hour and they made a minute video out of it.
And were you just going on and on and on as that mum for half an hour?
Literally. But my boyfriend's really good, see, because he'll also give me scenarios, but oh my God, they do this, they would do that. And I need that sometimes for give me a little storyline in my head and then I just run with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's good like that.
That's really, really good. Can I give you one more scenario? So we've done teacher, we've done Nan, I'm going to do mum.
Yeah.
How do I word this? So as your mother, you have found out that someone has mistakenly... Hang on, how am I going to word this? Sorry, as mum, you mistakenly think someone has said that your sister's just died, but she hasn't. Please, thank you.
So someone said her sister's dead.
So how about we do this one together? So I'm like, what should we call mum? Does mum have a name?
Let's call her Natalie.
All right, Natalie. So I'll be like, Natalie, we've just found out your sister's dead, or actually, I don't know how to do this actually. See, I'm terrible at skits.
Right, why don't you say, maybe like Natalie, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but your sister's passed away, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Natalie, I'm so sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but your sister's passed away.
Well, my sister,
Your sister?
thank fucking God for that. Horrible fucking girl. I've been waiting for her to go. I'm glad she went before me, I tell her now. She touched up my mark years ago, right? And it should have only been me. I'm glad she's gone. Was it by a bus?
I think it was cardiac arrest.
Well, it should have been a fucking bus. Tell her now, girl. Right, Chelsea, get out the box fizz. I can't do it off the cuff. I need to write something down,
No,
James.
that was so good. That was so good. No,
I need to write something down.
I wanted to like showcase the talent.
It don't work
And
without
that you
the
did.
wigs, you know. I don't feel like I'm into it without the wig.
I felt no, but even though every character is Welsh, there's different nuances that you bring to each character that really brought out all the characters. But even then, you could see like how you were so good at it. I was like, right, okay, I'll play the person that tells you. And I was like, what do I say?
I think a lot of times it's the body language and the mannerisms that make it. I think that's got like a big part of
true.
it. Like when I'm with
That's
the
your
mother.
confidence in that.
Yeah. When I'm with like, the mother, I'm kind of playing my ear a bit and stuff. And the old woman, I've got like tissue at my sleeve, kind of rubbing the nose, like having a sniff, like all that type of stuff. It's lots of like body language, I think, that make the character.
Yes, that's true. I think it's amazing. It's the one where it's when you're acting as your mum, like, right, boys, wives are upstairs, what like it's just every Welsh mum.
Everyone's heard it before, haven't they? Like everyone's
heard it before.
Yeah.
Everyone's heard it before. All right, thank you for doing that. And the true talent that you are and the talentless person that I am. Thanks for doing that.
You were cracking. You gave me a good line.
No, it's cardiac arrest.
Well, it should have been a fucking bus.
Should have been a fucking bus. I'm gonna say that to myself daily now. Should have been a bus.
Should have been a bus, Sam.
So what I really want to go into now before we wrap things up, got a small quick fire round coming up, and then we're good to go. So in terms of sort of like moving into like the LGBTQIA plus side of things, how have you mixed the confidence and comedy together, being just Rhys? Obviously it's Rhys doing things, you do the skits, you do everything else. How have you felt putting yourself authentically online as you are?
I was scared at first. I deleted loads of videos because I was waiting. I know it sounds bad, right? And it's like, this is the world we live in, but I was waiting for homophobic comments before anything. And then
That's sad.
I know, and I was deleting. I made a couple of videos, I deleted them. Because I was just like waiting for them almost. But then as I done more, like my audience is like 92% female.
No way.
Yeah, it's massive. It's mostly female, yeah. Which I just
And
think...
what age? Out of curiosity.
Between 25 and 45.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's my biggest like
That's
target audience.
If ever you do a live show, I can't wait to be amongst all those people.
No, and the thing is, it's funny because I kind of know the type of people that would turn up. And it's people I'd love to spend time with.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's that type of people. It's the type of people I meet on a night out and be like, you're a fucking legend, love. Like, it's that type of thing. But yeah, it was almost like at the start, I was really like preparing for like homophobia. To be fair, I haven't had any actually. But what I have had, I think it's more of a young person, like a children type of thing. Like I had one yesterday, he was like, is he gay? I'm like, well, yeah, obviously. Do you know what I mean? Like switch on, what world do we living in? But then like fucking, oh yeah. And then you click on the profile, but they're like 13. Do you know what I mean? As a kid. But I expect that from a kid. Otherwise, I haven't really had anything, which isn't.
If that was
good.
me, if a kid commented that on my TikTok about, are you fucking gay? I'd be like, you?
Yeah. Like someone came to my live the other day and they were like, what even are you or something? I was like...
Oh, I've had that in lives.
I'm a fucking goblin, love. I've told you this before. It's in my bio. Do you know what I mean? I told her. Like, the thing is, I'm like, I'll take the piss at myself before anyone else does. I always have, type of thing. I think that's a defence mechanism as well, though, innit?
I was going to say, I think it is a defense mechanism, especially as people who are obviously part of like that community. You kind of almost do like self-humiliation in a way of being like, I'm already, you can't hurt me because I've already hurt myself.
Yeah, I think that's really common in the queer community, actually. And I think we'll shoot ourselves down before someone else does.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's sad, isn't it? Because, you know, being queer is very special because
it is.
Not everyone gets to feel that level of freedom.
I absolutely love it. I'd never change it even if I could.
And it's so fun.
I love it. I think we got really nice...
Go on.
No, I just say I think we got a really nice like community and culture. I love queer culture. It is different from heterosexual culture. And yeah, in community it is, because we've all come together because of who we are, and I really like that. We kind of like have to be thrown together. And this reminds me of my
Yeah,
my
it's
school
forced.
friends. It is forced, but like my school friends, right? I remember us all as a group. It was a random group of people you've ever met in your life, but we all just kind of came together. And it turns out nearly all of us are queer, but we didn't know that when we were young.
Yeah.
And so we all just kind of like a magnet together. And it's just the
Yeah.
most weirdest bunch, because we were all so different, kind of like, why are we friends almost? But it turns out we're all queer and we just didn't know at the time. It's crazy, innit?
And were a lot of your friends female?
Most of my friends are female. I've probably got I probably got one close male friend, actually. He's my best friend, my oldest friend. We've been besties since we were 6. We are literally sisters, like genuinely. Actual sisters. And then
And is he part of the community?
yes, he's gay.
Nice.
And then all my other friends then are queer as well. My close
How
group.
lucky.
My close group are queer. Yeah.
I love that. See, now I'm so envious of people who have close groups of like queer friends, because I only have like 1 or 2 close friends that are gay men, and that's it. The rest are just all like straight females.
Same
And I
as-
would love more queerness in my life.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So I've got my gay bestie, and then I've got my other bestie as well. Is bi but hates men, and then we've got yeah, she just doesn't enjoy straight men, but she's bi. Unfortunately for her, she says. And then I've got my other bestie as well, but she is straight, because she'd probably never have a relationship with a woman, but she's queer because she's us. She is like, she's an absolute ally, like absolute.
She's an ally.
She's absolute. She is like the A in there. She definitely is. But we're still queer because we're a queer group, and she is queer as well.
That's nice though.
Yeah.
And the ally, the people who are allies like that, like we probably both have like those friends who are allies.
Yeah.
Jess is so special.
I just love them so much.
They get it.
Do you know when you can see people sometimes like moaning that there's like straight people in gay places? I don't give a fuck, because like straight women were there for me before anyone else was.
Yes.
You are more than welcome to come in that fucking club and go nuts.
But it's the same straight women who will also potentially moan about the fact that women are trans. They are trans men.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes. You got that. as
yeah.
well.
Oh my god, yeah. But you can't let any old riffraff in the house. They need to be alive.
Don't mess with the dolls.
Exactly.
Protect the dolls.
Every day.
Every day. No, I love that. And how has your queerness or comedy prowess can I say, are you gay?
Yeah.
A gay man? Is he gay?
Is he gay? Yeah. I don't like to. As I get older, though, I think I like to identify more as queer. You know.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
not just because like I just think it doesn't need to be a box either. Just like no, I'm queer. End of. And if you've got questions about it, ask someone else. I don't care.
So, as a queer man, then how has that shaped sort of who you are and what your content is?
Right, let's think. So I don't think if I was a straight man, I probably wouldn't do the characters I do. You'd automatically probably
I was going to say this.
Yeah, you just wouldn't do it, because I'm quite similar to those characters anyway, right?
Yeah.
So it's quite easy for me to like slip into it with things they say, because I've already got half the mannerisms. Half of it is already there. So I think if I was like a straight man, I probably wouldn't have those mannerisms. And I just don't think I'd be as half as creative or as entertaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the queerness comes into all of it, I think. And I think in general, even just my videos of me standing there talking about something, because you can tell I'm queer, you can tell I'm gay just from the videos, obviously. But there's always, I almost think like with queer people, there's almost like an entertaining factor to it. Everything's just a bit more like, no, the word's like extra, like, no, emphasised almost. Everything's a bit more emphasised. And I think it's just more entertaining to watch. And I love watching other queer people because you can just see it and I just love it.
But your queerness, I love this saying, your queerness brings a je ne sais quoi to everything that you do. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to, that's what I mean. It's hard to explain. It's that little semen. And you always add that little semen that no one else could recreate now.
No, I know. Yeah, true. Yeah, I do love it. And I love being queer so much as well. It's my fave.
And last question on this, especially with sort of your health, how have you found laughter as a coping tool, especially with obviously you had a kidney transplant. I thought Rhys at one point was on dialysis. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why.
It's a common thing though, because I think a lot of people with their kidney disease and stuff do have dialysis. So dialysis is what happens when you're waiting to have a transplant. But I was lucky enough where I just had a transplant because my mum gave me a kidney.
And
So
that's why you do mum skits. She's in you now.
Yeah, I had a live donor, see, so which is my mum. But if I was waiting to have a transplant and my kidneys weren't working as well as they should, then I'd need dialysis.
And did that transplant and this health, almost, I guess, almost like a health scare in a way, did that change you in any way?
Yeah, I know it sounds stupid. I had like a complete different outlook on life, right? Because like the problem is with me, I didn't actually know I had kidney disease. I didn't have symptoms. And they actually call it like a silent killer because people just die. And it turns out they had kidney disease, but didn't know. So I didn't know I had it. And I only had it, I had like a blood pressure thing, check, like by chance. And then they were like, my God, your blood pressure is like extremely high. I was like, oh my God, like, yeah, I'm hungover. They were like, no, like, it's extremely high. You need to have a blood test. So I went to the doctors, had a blood test, and they said, you've got the kidney function of an 80-year-old person.
Wow. Okay.
And I was 19 and I was like, okay. And to be honest, I was really naive. At the time I was in uni, I just drink. You know what it's like? I was really naive. They were like, you got kidney failure. I was like, yeah, okay, thank you. Like I was so naive about it. I was just like a teenager. I didn't give a fuck.
And you kept drinking?
Yeah. And I was just like, drinking. But then I started taking medication and stuff. And then it was 2020 then. And I had a transplant. I was the last person in Wales to have a transplant and they locked everything down for COVID. I was so lucky.
And if that didn't take place, would things would things have been a different story?
I may have had dialysis because I didn't know. There was a couple of months before they started doing operations and stuff again, I think. So I might have been on dialysis then because my kidneys had gone to a point where they just didn't work correctly anymore. Because what they like to do, they like to wait your kidneys to like just before they like drop off, then give you a transplant. So it prolongs the life of the new kidney. So, because if I had like 40% function and then had a transplant, that new kidney's going to waste.
Because it doesn't need to function 100% to be fine, does it, kidneys?
That's right, yes. But the two kidneys, my normal two kidneys, none of them work. Neither of them work. So I've only no. So I've only got one working. Yeah, I've only got one working kidney now, but I've still got my other two. They don't take them out; they leave them in there. Yeah, they don't. They only
so you've got 3 kidneys.
Yeah, but only one works. So what they do, your kidneys are like in your back, but my new kidney is like just above my hip bone in the front because they connect to your bladder.
Can you feel it?
Yeah,
you can feel your kidney.
Yeah, it's like a little bump, like this, a little bump. But that's because I'm really slim, so you can feel it. But like you couldn't be able to feel it normally. But I am quite slim, so I can feel it sometimes.
That's mad.
Yeah, it is mad.
That's great. So they don't remove a kidney.
They don't take them out unless there's like an issue with them, if like infected or they're causing harm. But they're not. They're just not working, so they leave them in there. Otherwise, that's another operation and what for? Type of thing.
I see. That's so interesting. So the kidneys are just there.
Yeah.
Are they doing anything now?
No, they don't work. So just sitting there vibing.
And how are you now then in terms of your health?
Yeah, I'm good. So I went to the hospital last week actually for a checkup. I go every 3 months. So every 3 months, and I always have to go as well, by the way. There's like a misconception and people think you have a transplant and you're fine. Well, it doesn't because my kidney won't last forever. So I'll have to have another one. But that would be hopefully 20 years time, 25, 30 years time. But then that's when I probably have to go on like a register for that to wait to have one. And then dialysis more likely because my mum gave me a kidney. I know that worked because we matched. But what the future looks like for it, I do not know. But I'm hoping I can have it for like 2 decades or something.
So, and how do you feel knowing that there's technically a timeline on how you are at the moment? I know that's a really dark, dark question.
No, it is. I almost like I don't like to think about it because I used to think about it a lot and it used to fucking freak me out.
I don't want you to think about it.
No, you're fine. But I'm honestly, I'm an open book. But I used to think about it all the time. I used to get a bit like, almost like a lot of anxiety around it. I'm just thinking, what's the point? At the same time, like I can't do anything about it. If something happens, something happens. But I might as well enjoy myself because like, I don't know if it's going to type of thing. I mean,
And do you think that's maybe translated now into sort of everything you're doing? Because there's things you wanted to do years ago, say years ago, 6 years ago, for example, that you're now doing and you're going for it so hard.
yeah, I'm just flying with it now because I just think, why not? I've always wanted to do it. And I know I've like started late as well. Like, do you know what you think about like,
It's never too old to start
no, it's not.
anything.
But you know, when you're thinking about like, you see like influencers, content creators, they're always like early 20s, mid 20s, and I come out
Yeah.
30 years old thinking like, what the fuck am I actually doing? I'm like an OAP. But
But you've got more life experience to bring to people who are in your situation at your age
yeah, that is true.
as well. So like that
People
you are
relate
more
to that, don't
relatable
they? Yeah.
than a 19-year-old who's just finished university or college, lives
Yeah.
at home with mum and dad, no problem because I still do, but they don't have that other life experience. So you have so much life
Yeah.
experience for someone who's 30.
Yeah. And I think, again, I think that's translated as well because like my audience are 25 to 45, mostly.
Mhm.
So you can see that it's that age bracket as well, which is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you know what? I had such a like new lease of life from it. You know, a lot of people think, oh, I'm 30. Oh my God, I'm 30. I was absolutely thrilled to be 30 years old. I thought,
good.
I was thrilled. I was like, do you know what? I'm so happy to be 30 because I could have died, right? I literally could have died. And like, I didn't know why. No one would have known what happened. But I could have died. And I always think back to that. You know, when I watch things like Paris is Burning, or you watch like Pose, those type of shows, right? I always feel so blessed to be the age I am because a lot of gay boys like us never touch 30. It makes me really sad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always think about
That's
it.
really emotional how you
I know.
said that
Do you know what I
because
mean? Though they never got
yeah.
there, and I just think that's so sad. I'm like, what are we mourning for? Enjoy your 30s, you know?
Enjoy everything, isn't it?
Exactly.
Like literally enjoy anything and everything because
Yeah.
you never know what life is going to throw at us.
Exactly. So we're always celebrating in my house. Why not?
Oh, that's lovely. That is.
Yeah.
I need to take a leaf out of your book because I stress myself out for not trying to like having that, having that gratefulness to be a fit, healthy young man. Never had a health issue. I thought I did last year, but
Yeah.
it did turn out to be absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And then I stress myself out over trying to do so much, and like you, for example, you have the goals, you have the dreams. I stress myself over so much trying to get there that I forget to appreciate the little things. Like I've been excited to do this with you today,
Yeah.
but like a few years ago, I would have loved to have been a podcaster. And now I'm
Yeah.
doing it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I just need to get it out. I need to get it out. But I'm not appreciating that it's almost here.
And do you know what's funny? The only reason I started doing TikTok when I did was because I lost my job in November.
Tell me about that, by the way.
So
Was it a redundancy?
There's a redundancy, and I hope the company goes fucking under. And I'm so serious.
What were you doing?
So I worked in a massive education software company, like EdTech. I had a new job in March, but that was long.
Mhm.
I was fucking
That's long.
depressed from December to January. I was like, my God, I didn't get up off a settee for days sometimes. Like my boyfriend would come home from work. He's like, are you going to get up today? And I was just like, nah, I'm good.
It's hard. I lost
oh
my
my
job
God.
in October.
To do. It's
I
horrible.
got dismissed, though,
Right, okay, that's a different story.
for talking about douching on TikTok.
Fuck off. No, you're
Yeah.
lying to me.
No, I'm not.
Why did they dismiss
other
you for that? That's
things.
so bad. Get over yourself, like.
I'm getting a hair transplant. But they worded it in ways to sound like I was defying the company, basically. So, what's one thing you tell younger Rhys?
Tell younger Rhys. Oh my God. I love this because it's like the RuPaul question on the final. I'd say to myself that you're going to completely embrace who you are. Because I think I was, when I was younger, right, I was very much the case of like, I'm obviously gay, right? But like, I was.
Sorry,
No,
I'm obviously gay.
No, but you're like, I'm obviously like, you look at me, you know, right? And I think I was a case when I was younger where everybody knew before I was. I was very much the case of everybody knew I was gay, but I didn't know what it was. And almost, I think I realised it. I feel like I realised it quite late as well. I feel like I was about 14, 15 almost. And I think that's quite late.
Not late.
I do think it's late. Like, because my other friend, for example, he was like 8 years old, which I think is really young.
That's very
But
young.
it is very young. But yeah, I feel like I'd say to myself, like, you're going to embrace it, because I think as I got to my late teens, I'd say early 20s, I was flying, and I was like, I don't love myself, right? Funny enough, I actually can't stand myself, right? I don't take selfies. I don't do
No.
anything. I swear, honestly, I've got no self-confidence. It's so funny. It probably doesn't like come across as that. Like I'll jump on camera
That
on
makes me so
TikTok. But I have
sad.
got no self-confidence whatsoever since then. Because I remember me and the girls went to Iceland in November. I say me and the girls, one of them's a boy, but it's me and the girls. And we went to Iceland in November. And we went to like, like an Icelandic bathhouse, right? And it's like
Like what,
big
like the
thing
Blue
out
Lagoon,
there.
is it? It was like the Blue
Yeah,
Lagoon,
yeah, yeah. It's like a massive thing
yeah.
out there, right? But we went to like a local one, which is like their swimming pool. But what we didn't realise is when we get there, you have to get naked and then go into a communal shower. I've never done that in my life. I was like,
What,
fuck.
butt naked?
Oh yeah, everybody, you have to do it. I was thinking, oh my God, this is going to kill me. I turned to my friend, I said, babe, my knob's gone. He was like, what? I said, my knob is gone. I said, I am petrified. I said, it's missing like that. And he was howling after. I was like, it's gone. He was like, you're fine. I was like, but I'd never done that before. I'd never like get naked. Well, except like obviously when you're sleeping with someone, but like I'd never done that. Because like at the end of the day, I do think I have a lot of like fuck it moments sometimes. Like I'm stuck in this end of. It doesn't mean I can't be
Stuck in
annoyed
what?
about it. The body I'm in. Do you know what I
The
mean?
body, yeah, I
Yeah,
get that.
but I can't change it, so I'll have a moan about it, no bother. Do you know what I
I guess
mean?
from the outside, yeah, I get. I know. Oh, no. I completely get where you're coming from about being stuck in a body. Like I don't know. That's why I've done things to make myself feel better, whether it's hair transplant,
Yeah,
surgery, or whatever else.
yeah,
Um, and I think as like an outsider looking into you, though, like it's easy to say it, but you have someone, you offer so much to so many people, and I've only known you since January through social media, seeing you doing everything that's so comedic, and presenting yourself in that way. Like you do bring so much to so many people's lives, and the fact that you don't have that confidence in yourself is obviously so normal. But at the
yeah.
same time, I think this person is so confident in being other people.
What you look like almost, I think. But I think I
Mm.
think it's common anyway, but I think it's more so common, I think, in the gay community. And you can probably relate to this. I think everybody who's gay can relate to
Yeah.
that almost. It's
It's a
hard.
superficial community, unfortunately, and we've all been there where we've probably
Yeah,
thought things we shouldn't have, or been vain about a situation with somebody. Right? Like I
yeah,
get that. You know,
yeah.
I have it from the other side, but people are like, oh, I thought someone said to me on a date once, they were like, oh, I thought, I'm glad you're actually really nice in person, because the way you look like on your Instagram, I thought you could be really up yourself.
It's always like it's always like backhanded shit. Like I remember when on a date with someone, right?
Yeah.
And the first thing he said to me that immediately put me off. I said, "Oh, like, hiya, how are you?" And he went, "Oh, you're not camp and you thought I'd be. Thought you'd be." And I am very camp person. I am very camp, and that's fine. Like I love it. Like I love my personality, my delivery and stuff, and I love it. But people don't, and I think that's very common. In the gay community, a lot is where people do
It's like
like
internalized homophobia.
it is. I think a lot of people prefer a more masculine person, which is fine, is completely fine. But I feel like maybe they can't people and femme people always get like thrown at the back.
Yeah, I mean, I got bullied in school for being more femme and camp than the boys. Like,
Yeah.
I still think my voice is very feminine and quite camp. Even though
Yeah,
a lot of people
I
don't
don't
say
think
it
you
is,
have. I don't think you have,
but I
see at
feel like
all.
I have from when I was like, I
Mm,
became a mute in school because my
yeah.
voice was quite high pitched for a long time, and then people in school would
Yeah.
take the piss out of my voice, and all the boys would like deep as fuck, and I was like, you know, this
Yeah.
just this big tall guy with a high pitched voice and hanging around with a load of girls, and they would take the piss out of my voice. So even when I speak to, I don't know, like today, room full of straight men getting my hair cut, I was scared to speak.
But the worst things in the world is going for your haircut and there's a gay man and not even kidding is absolutely destroying. I used to despise it. But when I had hair, I used to go to a specific barber, like same one, and I did for years and years and years. And he was
Same.
absolutely lush. And the reason I like going to him as well, he'd have a conversation about anything. He was a really, really nice guy. But it was a one-on-one. It was a one in, one out barbers.
Yeah, same.
So I'd only ever be in there, like just me, and I love that. But it is absolutely foul going into a barber shop, room full of men getting their
Yeah.
haircuts, because it's very much got a girlfriend, like be fucking for real.
Your guilty pleasure TikTok content.
Oh, I will sit there and binge skincare videos for hours and hours and hours and hours. I absolutely love it.
Skincare.
And Yes, I love skincare. I literally love skincare. I will just sit there and read.
Same.
No, I do. I honestly love it. And that's why I followed it at the start, because I was like, oh my God, skincare. He's Welsh. Oh my God, I love it. I was thrilled. Absolutely chuffed when I seen it. I was like, oh my God, I love it. But yeah, I really enjoy skincare, and I love watching. Do you know those like rugby accounts? There's just men in slow motion running, just really nice legs.
And everything
I
else in between.
I literally love it. Me and my
So
boyfriend
again.
me and my boyfriend send videos to each other all day. All day, every day. It's all we do.
I love.
Oh no, we've got like a code word, right? So if when we're out in public, we've done it just now with Morrison's, right? So when we're out in public and we see someone really fit, we'd go, wait, whoa.
I love that. That is a security in a relationship that you
Yeah,
need.
and we'd be like, yes. And he'll say, and sometimes like this guy came in earlier and he was like, very much, is very me, right? And I know I'd fancy him. And he knew I'd fancy him, but he wouldn't fancy him. So we're like different types, right? But
Yeah.
he went, wit woo, but for you. And when I clocked, I knew we were straight away when I seen him.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, we really like open secure like that, definitely, yeah.
Interpret this how you will, because the name is cocktails. Favorite cocktail? It doesn't need to be a drink. It can be a tale. It can be anything that's ever happened to you. It can be anything.
Hail. Oh, okay.
TALES.
Right, okay. Oh, that's a good one. I think of stories, but maybe one's like appropriate as well.
Everything's appropriate. The name of the show.
Favorite cocktail. Oh,
It doesn't need to be sexual either.
okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I have got a story, but I'm not gonna say it because my family might watch this podcast. But I'm more than happy.
Honestly, whatever
tell
you
after,
wanna.
because you laugh.
Okay,
anyway, I'm not
fine.
gonna
As
do it
soon
just
as
in
we
case.
every time I've asked people that question, they always think about going straight into being like super, super dirty. But I'm like, it doesn't need to be. Like the whole idea of being cocktails is tales of anything. But the word cock is in it just because it's LGBT, and like, any gay man's gonna stop when they see that word. So
yeah, no, you're right. You're so right. Yeah.
So everyone thinks about, oh, well, like, you want a sex story? I'm like, no. Just any tale, any story that's just
Any
chaotic,
tale.
that's funny.
Any
That's
tale.
fine. All right, then. We're coming to the end. I'd love to know, Rhys, please tell me what is next, whether it's content creation, whatever you're doing, like what is next for you? What is anything special coming up? Any TV shows, any auditions that you maybe done? I did see you talk about.
Yeah, so me and my boyfriend done an audition last week for a TV show where we're waiting to hear
Is it
back.
the ITV show?
It is.
With Graham
it is
Norton?
No, it's not. It is
okay.
not that one. So this is actually for Ant and Dec's Limitless Win, a game show.
Love.
Yeah, so we applied for it. They got back to us like in a couple of days and said, can we do it? And on audition with you, we did. It was like an hour and a half long. But we just kind of waiting to hear back now whether we go to the next round, because there's actually 2 rounds. So there's like a virtual one, and then you go up to London for an in-person one as well. So we just like kind of waiting to see whether we get back on that. But we'll see what it'll be.
Exciting. And how does it feel? Oh, go on.
No, I was just saying, just next for Rhys, I was going to say, but if you've got more questions, please do.
No, next to Rhys. That's it? Anything else?
Yeah.
Anything interesting?
No, not really. But like I just say, I got a collab coming there soon with
Paige.
actually, then 2 then in that case.
Go on. Go on. What's exciting? Go on. Tell us.
Right. So I've got a collab coming up. My first like paid, which is exciting because I've never done that before, which is exciting. We're still talking about it at the minute, but it involves me and a shopping centre.
Okay.
That's what I'll say. It involves me in a shopping centre.
Exciting.
And then I've also got a collab coming up in May with 2 other content creators who do similar content to me in terms of skits.
Where can we all find you?
You can find me down the dock on a Saturday and a Sunday evening. No, you can find me on Instagram. I'm rhysdoingthings.biz. You know, like .business. Like I hate when you see a business and it says .biz instead of .com, like BIZ. It turns me absolutely.
Your Instagram's that?
Yeah, it turns me sick. I hate seeing companies .biz. So I put .biz after my username. And then you can also find me on TikTok, which is Rhys Doing Things. And then YouTube, very soon, also Rhys Doing Things.
Well, that was another episode of Cocktails with James. Thank you all so much for listening. Please remember to like, comment, rate, subscribe, leave a good positive review. Please go and find Rhys and spam his content. Literally show him so much love. Give him a big old follow. below. And if there's anything you'd like to see, please do let me know on the Cocktails with James Instagram and TikTok. And there's an email address in the link below. Thank you all so much. And Rhys, again, thank you so much for being you. Thank you for coming on and spending so much time with me. I really do appreciate and value you.
Thank you, Diva. It's actually been really gorgeous and I've really enjoyed it because I was really nervous, but I've had such a nice time speaking to you. So thank you so much for having
I
me.
can never believe you were nervous.
I was absolutely cacking myself, genuinely.
But you've done it. You've done it.
Smashed it.
And now I know everything about you and your boyfriend.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tell him I said hi.
I will, I promise.